Folks, ladies and gentle cars, my name is Farkle8000, and we've finally made it to the final rounds of Race Derby for 2026. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. Competitors who have advanced are on your screen now. This is going to be a good one. I have no idea who's winning this competition. I've mentioned NASCARs quite a bit. We've got 3 of them in race 1. We have 3 of them in race 4. And then Rally making it further than Tracker in this competition. I believe he's second in the rookie standings. This is going to be huge for his point standings to be able to catch up to Tracker. We've got a New Yorker as well with Benz in race 3. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a mystery on who wins this competition until we have completed every single race and every single round. So I'm going to stop stalling so we can get into the chaos. We kick off round number 3 from right to left with Discount, Tire Pros, Pennzoil, and Hoverstorm. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Hoverstorm falling back. Discount pulling ahead. Wobbling there. Got hit by Tire Pros. Well ahead though. Pennzoil. Discount will take an easy victory right there. Tire Pros on his roof across the line. Hoverstorm off the track as well. I think Hoverstorm will be the one to finish last. Yeah, actually, he comes home in second. Interesting. I thought he got eliminated by Pennzoil, but I guess upon further review, it's seen that Hoverstorm makes it there first, but unfortunately does not trigger his piece and just gets eliminated. So Hoverstorm almost knocked out NASCAR from this competition in this race, but unfortunately he just got completely thrown off the track, and Discount capitalizes, takes the win. Next up, we've got M3. Stunts, Missile, and Rookie Steven. And it looks to be maybe the middle lanes inching ahead a little bit. Maybe M3 right there with him as well. Stunts off the track. M3 clips the wall. It's close between the Rookie and M3. M3 and Steven side by side as they cross the merge. Steven's piece has been flipped up. Is that the truth though? Does Steven win this race? He does not. He finishes third. No! Oh, man. I knew this race was going to be exciting. I didn't know it was going to be tragic. Steven gets put back to third place. Missile placed in second. So, unfortunately, I guess they decided that Missile was the first to have made it. Steven should not have been in contention there towards the line. So M3 truly does kind of get a bit of an easy victory, but that is tragic there for the rookie. He was extremely strong in this competition, extremely strong in the last couple of rounds. Unfortunately, just comes up short. Next up, we've got Benz, Lightning, Roadster, and 30. And it looks to be a relatively close start. Maybe Roadster and Benz beginning to pull ahead through the explosion zone. Benz bounces, gets caught up by Lightning, and Roadster will beat them all to the merge. Benz off of the track. Though I believe he will be placed in second. He will indeed. A probably very frustrated and angry conversation might be had between Benz and Lightning, because Benz could have had a chance at winning this race, but Lightning getting eliminated got wedged between Benz and the wall. That slowed him down, and Roadster takes the victory instead. Next up, we've got Symbol, Valvoline, Mahindra, and Pegasus. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Symbol inching ahead of the pack a little bit through the explosion zone. Now he's on the side of the track. Same with Mahindra. It's close at the merge. I think Symbol got Mahindra as he's flipped off the track. Valvoline eliminated here as well. Could we have round 4 with no NASCARs? Symbol does indeed beat Mahindra to the merge zone and will ultimately take the win. Discount will be the only NASCAR to advance. Oh my goodness, 6 NASCARs entered this round, and almost all of them end up getting eliminated, but it almost wasn't true. If Mahindra had kept it clean going through the explosion zone, he would have ultimately gotten the victory, but since he made that mistake, he loses the race, and Symbol advances to round 4 instead. That was, unfortunately, the final 4-car race, not just of this round, but of this entire competition. Our final race of this round is a 3-car race. We've got Baseline with rookies Rally and Johnny. And it looks to be maybe Rally beginning to fall behind a little bit early. Johnny in the lead all alone. Now Rally into Baseline, slows him down, and Johnny will take the victory. Baseline and Rally will follow him through, but Johnny will take the win of race number 1. Rally placed in last. Baseline, I am shocked. I think Rally getting eliminated right there is the biggest reason why he didn't win that race. I think if he was alone, just like Johnny, Baseline was the winner of the inaugural race derby. If Rally wins and beats Johnny, then I think Baseline is going to have a great chance at possibly advancing to the next round and winning this competition. First and third are now lined up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. We have Rally in lane number 2, Johnny in lane number 3. I'm always going to be commenting on the fact that they're putting them in the middle lanes instead of the outside, but also as per usual, as long as they're in the same lanes, I guess it doesn't really matter. If Rally wins this race, Johnny will finish 3rd, and Baseline will have a chance. But if Johnny wins this race, Rally will finish 3rd, and Johnny will advance. It's rookie v. rookie. How does this round shape up? And it looks to be a relatively even start coming through the explosion zone. A bounce right there for each competitor. Rally hits the wall hard. Johnny will beat him to the merge. Rally slides across in front of Johnny. But Rally will come home in second place in that race. Last place in the race. Baseline will not get a chance to fight for advancement. And so Johnny will be the one advancing to round number 4. Exiting the explosion zone, both of them bounced, but Rally exited a little bit sideways and then clobbered the wall. Unfortunately, he then lost way too much speed and allowed Johnny to pull away with the victory. And here is your Fast 5. We have one race left for the 3-car races, and then we have a 2-car race. We've got a very incredible mix right here. We've got NASCARs, we've got sophomores, we've got veterans, champions, rookies. This is going to be a fun fight for the top 2. Round number 3 complete. And it is time to give my picks on who will make the top 2. Oh my god, this is going to be extremely difficult. All of these races are going to be extremely close. Let's start with race number 1. Oh my god, I have no idea. They all have aspects that I really, really like about them. I've been hyping up NASCAR since round number 1, the end of round number 1. Discount is a NASCAR. I think M3 has shown a lot of very good clean speed after the explosion zone, and Roadster. Man, those launches have been extremely impressive. Oh man, and you know what? Because of those launches, because of a good first half of the track, I'm going to pick Roadster. Though Roadster is going to start sharing a side with M3, I think those launches is just going to be way too much for Roadster or for any other competitor to challenge her. And so I'm going to pick Roadster for race number 1. Race number 2 is even harder because Symbol and Johnny, this is a coin flip. Basically, do I go experience with Symbol or do I go youth with Johnny? I don't know. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna go Johnny on that one. Johnny, remember, Symbol had to re-race Red Bull in round number 1. He's very strong. He's very skilled to be able to get to this point. But Johnny's races, though they have been close, they haven't gotten to a basically tiebreaker race, which is what Symbol had to do in round 1. And so I'm going to pick Johnny in that one. It's extremely tight, though. I genuinely have no idea. Toss him in a hat and pick out a random name. That's just how close this is going to be. So there you've heard my picks. But now there's really nothing else to do other than race. Am I right? Will Roadster and Johnny be the one advancing to the top 2, or will it be someone else? We kick off round number 4 from right to left with Discount, M3, and Roadster. It's a 3-car race, and so we won't figure out immediately, but who puts themselves in the best position in this race to go out and advance to the top 2. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Roadster beginning to inch ahead a little bit. Discount far behind now off the track. Both Roadster and M3 hit the wall, but M3 is off the track and Roadster will be the one holding him off to take the victory. And so the answer is Roadster. Roadster gets the victory. First place with her. And third place with Discount, they will go head-to-head in the next race. This could possibly be the final race of race 1 of this round. Discount in lane number 2, Roadster in lane number 3. If Discount wins this race, he and M3 will go head-to-head to see who advances. But if Roadster gets the win right here, she will advance. It's do or die for Roadster. Can she beat Discount, or does Discount push this race further? And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Roadster slightly ahead of Discount. Discount falling back, bounces there, hits the wall, and Roadster is going to take an easy victory. Discount is off the track. And so Roadster takes the victory. She will advance to the top 2. The first time she advanced to round number 2 in this competition since her win in the January competition, or I guess the season opener, and now she gets her first advancement to the final round since that win as well. Is Roadster basically checkers or wreckers this year? It's a very good question. Her first time advancing to any round since that win. Hopefully it does not go deeper if she does end up winning this, but Roadster holds off Discount, got the win, and will be the first to advance to the top 2. This is the final race of round number 4. There's one spot up for grabs in the top 2 of this competition, and there's only 2 competitors left to fight it. The veteran and champion of Symbol, or will it be the rookie of Johnny? They line up in the inside lane, Symbol in lane 2, Johnny in lane 3. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Johnny inching ahead a little bit from Symbol. Symbol wobbles, hits the wall. Johnny does as well, but he's got enough room and enough gap to flip Symbol off the track. Johnny will take his first advancement to the top 2. He'll join Roadster. One has a win, one looking for their first career win. Sophomore v. rookie in the top 2 in a race derby. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. And so we'll be back in just 1 second to introduce to you your top 2, explain how a competitor wins race derby, and then to crown a race derby winner. We've finally made it. We've raised more than 300, almost 300 competitors in this competition. But now, folks, ladies and gentle cars, we are down to the top two in 2026 Race Derby, the fourth year we are running this competition. I hope you're ready to meet your competitors, because I'm ready to introduce them. Starting in the inside lanes, either lanes 1 or 2, it's the sophomore, it's Roadster. Roadster got her first career win last year and then won the January competition, the season opener 3 competitions ago to start this season, but it has been an incredible struggle since this competition was the first time Roadster had advanced out of round number 1. Since that win, she has plummeted through the standings. She started first in points, but currently sits 27th. She wants to get off of her slump and to finally get back to victory lane and maybe get some consistency going. But unfortunately for Roadster, she's going up against an incredibly hungry competitor, a rookie, no less. Starting in the outside lanes, lanes 3 or 4, it's Johnny. Johnny has been incredibly strong. The last couple of competitions was very strong in the last competition in March and has been even better in this competition in Race Derby. He'll be lining up in lanes 3 or 4. He currently sits 13th in points, so that kind of gives you a good gauge on how strong he has been recently. Johnny is looking for his first career win. But now, as competitors start to make their way towards the start line, how does a competitor take the win in Race Derby? Well, it's actually relatively simple. It's the same as every other competition. Competitors will start in their respective lanes and then race down the track. Then they'll swap lanes and race again. The winner of the competition will be the first to win 2 races in a row. We'll keep going, swapping lanes each time until a race number 9. A race 9 is a one and done. It is worth noting that the very last competition we ran in March went all the way to a race 9. It is worth noting even more that almost every single Race Derby has gone 3 races. Now, drivers are lined up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. Competitors are placed in the outside lanes, so that means Roadster in lane number 1, Johnny in lane number 4. A very interesting choice right there by the series, as every other 2-car race that we've had in this competition, they were placed in the inside, but I guess for consistency's sake, with these final rounds, usually they start in the outside and then go inside. But now, it's time to stop stalling. Competitors are now lined up at the start line, again prepped and ready to go. Roadster lane 1, Johnny in lane 4, sophomore, and the rookie, who takes the advantage after race 1. And it looks to be a relatively even start. Maybe Johnny slightly ahead of Roadster through the explosion zone. Roadster bounces, hits the wall. Johnny has the run and will take the first win. Roadster makes a mistake. Got on the side of the track, bounced and slid coming towards the merge zone, and Johnny was smooth and straight to the finish line. No mistakes by the rookie. He takes the advantage and gets one step closer to being able to score his first career win. Drivers are now lined back up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. They've swapped lanes, meaning Johnny is now in lane 1, Roadster now in lane number 4. Johnny, the rookie, has the advantage. Roadster made that mistake in the last round, but this competition routinely goes at least 3 races. Does Roadster have what it takes to clean it up, or can Johnny hold her off? And it looks to be another relatively even start. Maybe Johnny slightly in the ahead of Roadster. A wobble there by Johnny. He clips the wall. It's close at the merge, but Roadster will flip off Johnny. And the rookie made minimal mistakes, just a small wobble and a slight slide exiting the explosion zone, but that was enough. Cage rattled, fully intimidated. The sophomore Roadster takes the advantage back for herself. Drivers are now lined back up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. They've swapped lanes, moved inside 1, meaning Roadster is now in lane number 2, Johnny now in lane number 3. Roadster has the advantage. Can she clean up her mistakes and seal the deal for her second win of 2026? Or can Johnny shake off the nerves and take the advantage back for himself for a chance at his first career win? And it looks to be a relatively even start. I don't know who's ahead. It's close through the explosion zone. A bounce for both competitors through the merge zone. Johnny's off the track. And for the 4th year in a row, it's heartbreak again. Roadster is going to outdo Johnny to win 2026 Race Derby. Oh man, a heartbreak truly. Every year the winner of the first race of Race Derby gets unlucky and is unable to hold on. Roadster takes her second win of the season. A win to finally put her on the right track. Johnny, oh so close, but his time is coming soon. If not in a specialty competition, I'm sure it will probably come in a regular competition as well. He's been extremely strong, so do not want to take away from what he's done whatsoever. But Roadster finally rights the ship and gets another victory. It's been a struggle. Truly a checkers or wreckers year here for Roadster. But does this win right the ship and put her back on top of the standings? Taking a look at the point standings. And Roadster, it's not first, but it's pretty damn close. 6th place right there for Roadster. The top 14 have 1,000 plus points. Tracker leading the points still, but that 23-point gap he had coming into this competition, a round 2 elimination for him, and he falls back to now 3 points, just barely ahead of Rally. Baseline pulls his way up to 3rd, and Johnny, with another incredible competition, another 300-point competition, pulls his way up into 4th place. Elliott in 5th. Roadster, you see there in 6th. The Bug falls to 7th. Carrera 8th. Flash 9th. Virtual up to 10th place. That is your top 10. And an incredible drive right there. Gained 11 spots in this competition for this victory. A strong victory at that. I did not think Roadster was going to be the one to get the victory when we started this competition. But as we got deeper into the competition, I saw how strong Roadster's starts were, and it was just kind of inevitable at that point. Unfortunately, Johnny just could not hold him off, but both now in the top 6. I do want to point out this here as well. We have a tie for last in points. Volks and Skull, 297th and 298th in points. Both have 10 points. Usually there is one clear competitor who is dead last in points. This could be a fun fight to see who exactly makes it out of that last place spot. I'm not sure who, but both of them currently having a very rough season. I hope hopefully one of them can turn it around here soon. I have a feeling if anyone is going to be Volks, I think just Skull is just having too much trouble through the angle on the track to make it further up in points, but hopefully I'm wrong. But that, oh my goodness, that is going to do it for Race Derby, a competition that's supposed to come out mid-April. hopefully this is going to be my sign to finally start actually doing something about this series, because I absolutely love running this series. It is my favorite thing to do. Unfortunately, procrastination and life have kind of pushed me away. The next upload I put on this channel will probably be round number 1, or part 1 of round 1 of the April competition. We'll be returning to the regular angled, steep downhill track where Roadster got the first win on it. She'll be starting almost in pole position. We have some brand new rookies there, and so excited to get back into hopefully the regular swing of things. So we'll be back with the April competition. Hopefully we'll be back with that shortly and we don't have to wait another month and a half. All in all, though, I hope you enjoyed watching this entire competition. I had a fun time recording it. Did not see Roadster being able to get the win in this one. Speaking of which, congratulations, Roadster, for getting your second win of the year and third career win overall in 2026 Race Derby. Hopefully this can start a string of good finishes for you instead of just plummeting through the standings. Like, comment, subscribe down below if you enjoyed this competition, and if you think this is the start of Roadster's incredible climb through the field, and if you think Johnny can get a regular win this season. And so, until the start of the April competition, until then, until next time, my name is Farkle8000, and we'll see you later.